There were a lot of innocent and quiet protesters in Charlottesville. Let's discuss that now. Jan Brewer is a former Republican governor of Arizona, and CNN political commentator Anna Navarro. They're both here. Hello to both of you. Governor, we're going to start with you. You were a prominent Trump surrogate from the early days of his presidential campaign. Were you ashamed of the president today?
No, absolutely not. I was not ashamed. I think that he took the bull by the horns. He spoke from his heart. And, you know, this relentless reporting and this relentless attacking of him is not serving our country or the issues that we talk about well. And it's getting a little overburdensome. I'm feeling that the people of America, the people of the United States particularly, have about had it.
Governor, with all due respect, the words came out of his mouth today. He said it. The words came out of his mouth on Saturday. He said it. So what are we supposed to ignore it? And how is it the news's fault?
He said that this hatred and this bigotry has got to stop.
He equated a racist Nazi group to protesters, people who were protesting fascism. That's what he did. He appears to be ignorant of the history of this country. Those are the facts.
You're just saying that doesn't make it true. It doesn't make it fact.
I love you, girl.
What isn't true about it? Tell me what's not true of it. Tell me how, Governor, tell me how the protesters and the anti-protesters, how are they equivalent?
He has denounced the Ku Klux Klan and the neo-Nazis. He has done it over and over, and David Duke. And you people just keep on reporting that he hasn't done it. I mean, it's unbelievable.
No one has reported that he hasn't done it. That is not true, Governor. He did it. He denounced him, but each time he denounces him, he does it under duress, and it takes him days later to do it. So no one is we're not reporting that he hasn't denounced. That is true. That is true. Are you not watching or reading?
I am watching. I'm watching a lot, but today I've been quite busy. But it's from morning to night.
There we go. They need to shut the fuck up and leave the man alone.
What's going on, and people reading things in to a situation that are absolutely not happening. And so you're forming all this stuff in people's minds without them being allowed to make their own decision. I thought his speech on Saturday was fine. I thought the one on Monday was terrific. I thought today he came forward and spoke from his heart. He doesn't want this. We need to bring our country together. You know, Don, I am old. I'm 72 years old. I've lived through a lot of this, and I denounce the Ku Klux Klan. I think they're terrible. I think what happened in Charlottesville was horrible. But the fact of the matter is that there were groups there to the far left and to the far right. Call them what you want. Call them the Ku Klux Klan. I'm sure they were. They had their torches. And then to the left, you had Antifa. And they were there with clubs, too. I have listened to this now tonight, waiting to come on. No one ever talks about the left. I mean, it was a bad situation. It's not America. And we have got to come together. And we've got to stop all this.
All right, Governor, just for the sake of time, I want Anna to get in here. But there's a lot to unpack there, and there's a couple of facts that you got wrong about it. But Anna, I'll let you in on this. What do you say to the governor, and what's your response?
Honestly, I don't have anything to say to her. Look, I think that Trump apologists are going to justify and pretend that things he says and that they are seeing him say did not happen. And so I frankly think that it's a waste of time and useless exercise to try to convince them otherwise. So instead of talking about that, let me talk to Donald Trump and explain to him that as President of the United States, he represents blacks and Jewish people and Hispanics and people of every color and every creed. And it is his job as President of the United States to stand up for each and every American, to stand up vertically against racism and bigotry. Peddling to racism is just as bad as being a racist. So Donald Trump is either a racist or he's peddling to it, and both are frankly unacceptable and make him unfit to be president of the United States. If you can't be president, if you cannot stand up and represent Americans, you should not be president. And to my party, to the Republicans who are speaking out today, my question is, what the hell took you so long? When someone shows you who they are the first time, believe them. For too long, Republicans in Congress, elected leaders, have looked the other way while a misogynist, racist, bigoted pig is in the White House. Let me tell you, we cannot capitulate.
Well, you can sit
the office
there
of the presidency of the United
and
States.
insult the president of America. And it's okay. On national public TV, you damn old bitch. If I was around, I'll punch you in the face. Yes, I said it. God damn it. It's okay for you to sit around and put your president down and the world watching. Stop the bullshit, every one of you, and get off our national public air and let me listen to good people like senators and governors and representatives and good people with good brains. Shut the fuck up.
We cannot capitulate moral clarity. We cannot capitulate principles. We cannot capitulate Republican values and American values. No piece of legislation, no bone that he may throw on policy, no regulation is worth cheapening the office of the United States this way. It is breaking us apart. It is not news that's breaking us apart. It is the President of the United States who is causing this news.
And that's a damn lie.
Stand up.
Bro, you there to be the mouthpiece. CNN, bro, you there to be the mouthpiece. That's a damn lie.
Disappointed and disturbed by something he says. You know what? When he invites you to the White House, don't go.
I will go. I swear to God, this man invite me to the White House, I will leave from Canada. I will go.
If he can't, you've got to confront.
If President Trump ever invite me to the White House, I will go. And let me see what you're going to do to me. Who are you to tell somebody if he invites you to the White House, don't go? Set your ass down because it's upsetting people. And let's listen to sensible things. Let the governor continue her speech because you talking bullshit. And I'm all the way in Canada. I'm so pissed.
Him over and over and over and over again.
And Governor, here's what folks are saying. Those comments today that were at Trump Tower, in the same place where he launched his presidential campaign in June of 2015 by saying this.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
So he shouldn't speak
Governor,
the truth?
You know, the folks who his critics are saying he showed us who he was in those comments over 2 years ago. At least he's consistent. He hasn't changed. And people shouldn't be surprised by his behavior today. They expected it all along.
What issue do you take with him by saying just what he said? The fact of the matter is, being a border governor, we know that we're not getting the best that what Mexico can send to us. We know that the drug cartels are down there. We know that the rapists are coming across, and then they go to sanctuary cities, and then they head back, and then they come back here again. You know, this is America. The American people ought to be protected also.
Damn
and I
right.
want to respond to that as
Stupid Anna.
a Latina.
If we invite you to the White House, don't go.
Again, Dawn.
Oh,
life
shit.
is too short for me to respond.
All this shit happened when I moved to Canada. I swear to God. Why it didn't happen when I was there? Even though it's not a good thing. But some of you people on national TV polluting our good air. I was going to put so many of you in your place where you guys belong. You cannot just talk to people any kind of way and expect them to shut up. Of course, he's the president. He has to carry himself in a different level. But if he wasn't the president, I swear to God, you would not talk to him that way. And you guys know that. But because he's the president, everybody looking at him, anything he say can be held against him. So he doesn't have the time to say nothing, or he's not supposed to say anything. But if he wasn't the president, you guys won't talk to him the way y'all talk to him now. And y'all know that. He been around for a long time. Neither one of you spoke to him the way y'all speaking to him now. Why do it now? Because he's the president and he's walking on eggshell. So people should climb over his head any kind of way they want. I hope I was in America and the bullshit started, I repeat. And I will come there to visit. Hopefully, I don't know yet, next year. I'm coming to visit. And I probably will be there for a month or two, maybe 3 months. And this bullshit, I wish to get on national TV and speak my mind too. Just like you think you have big mouth, I got way big mouth than you. Sit your sorry ass down. It's nothing this guy is saying that we don't know. But because everybody want to hide it and cover it, so you don't want nobody to talk about it, well, you met your match. And that's Donald J. Trump.
To something like that, what I will say is that you're exactly right. He showed us during the campaign over and over and over who he was. We saw him boast about sexual predatory behavior. We heard him attack Judge Curiel. We heard him attack the cons. We heard him attack Mexicans. We heard him attack women over and over and over again. He showed us who he was. But Republicans, so many Republicans, look, I have friends here in Miami who voted for him because he was going to change Cuba policy. And he did. But that's not enough. That is not enough because the harm he is causing this country is just too great to look the other way. And many people thought that when he entered the Oval Office, he would become presidential, that the magnitude of his office would make him change and become a presidential figure. Well, 6.5 months have gone by, 7 months have gone by. You don't change a 71-year-old man. He is not going to change. And it is time that Republicans start realizing that and stop giving him a damn chance. He's not going to change. He will continue embarrassing us and making us feel ashamed.
Governor, you're okay with everything he said today?
Yes, I am. And I'm not the governor.
I am. From everything that I heard, I don't have a problem with it. But the fact of the matter is that all of this rhetoric is all sour grapes because it's just continually coming through the networks.
There we go. I love you.
And he was duly elected. He is the president of the United States. And for people to use some of the verbiage that they've used,
Anna is a Republican, a longtime Republican, by the way.
Our
whatever.
I understand that. Now you lost my.
I know you interrupted her.
President.
When this bitch was talking, you never interrupted.
I was just trying to help you complete your thought.
You don't want to hear it. You interrupted her.
It comes across.
He didn't want to hear the truth. He interrupted the lady.
Didn't win.
Go ahead,
so they
Governor.
just want to go after the president on every little issue. There's code words. There's dog whistles. There's this and this that. I mean, my God, I've lived again a long time, and I've never ever seen part of our country behave in this manner.
There we go.
Extent. It's over the top. And it's disturbing. And so many...
There are people who are watching, Governor, who will say that they sounds like you're talking about Donald Trump and those people who are out there with torches.
Don't put mouth in her words. I mean, don't put words in her mouth.
Those are bad people. I mean, nobody is going to say that the Ku Klux Klan carrying tiki lights are good people. Nobody should say that.
The president said that today. He said there were some good people out there.
Let me
the man spoke English. Don Lemon.
Well, you can ask any American. Wait, Jan, I don't interrupt you, so please give me the same respect that I've given you, which has taken enormous restraint.
I haven't interrupted you, Anna.
There you go.
I haven't interrupted
All right,
you.
great. Then let me finish my thought because I can actually keep my train of thought. One of the things he did today, by the way, was also come after and attack the senior senator from Arizona who is battling brain cancer right now. I find that offensive, not only as a friend of John McCain's, but as an American. I find it offensive as a human with empathy. I find it offensive for my friend Cindy and Megan McCain. I find it unacceptable. And if anybody is going to ask me to respect Donald Trump because he's president, first I would say to them, tell him to respect the presidency. Tell him to respect the American people. Tell him to treat his office with the dignity that it deserves.
Oh, shut up. You guys lying.
Then you hold him.
I need
Do
to
not
cut
hold
off
me to a higher
CNN.
scrutiny when it comes to rhetoric. Then you hold him.
I need to cut
he
CNN
is the one
off.
that is dividing us. It is not us. Believe me, I got over Jeb Bush years ago, okay? He ran a terrible campaign. If you think this is sour grapes over Jeb Bush, you are sorely mistaken. This is pain over what is happening in the United States of America, a country that embraced me and that is today my homeland.
Let her respond. Go ahead, Governor. I'll give you the last word.
Are you referring, Anna? I heard something today where he had said that yes, that Senator McCain was the one that voted against fixing health care. Now, is that outlandish? Everybody knows that the president and the Congress wanted
I don't
that
think you saw
passed.
the video.
And let me tell
So
you,
is that
Anna,
something
Anna,
bad?
let me finish.
Stupid?
I am a friend of John McCain. I have known him for a long time. I know his family. I respect him. He's an American war hero. I have defended him. But for you to take, if that statement is the one that you're referring to, out of context of the way that it was said, it's not realistic, and it's not right, and it's not fair.
Here's the problem you have. There's actually video. I'm not making this up out of thin air. There is video. There is audio of what he said. And he absolutely attacked John McCain. I think maybe you didn't see the video. You said you've been busy. Maybe you didn't see the video. Because if you are a friend of John McCain...
What did he say?
When you say
what
that...
did he say, Anna?
I love this governor.
Before you come on TV to discuss and respond to what Donald Trump's press conference, maybe you should have watched it.
Okay, here it is. Here it is.
Because if you had watched it, if you were a friend of John McCain's, you would be as offended as I was.
Play it. Play it.
Senator McCain?
To be alt-right and
Senator
saying
McCain, you mean the
he's-
one who voted against Obamacare?
And he said
Who
that
is Senator? You mean Senator McCain who voted against us getting good health care?
So what is wrong with that speech?
And then he went on to talk more about that.
Preventing people.
Yeah.
I did hear
Oh
that.
my God, what's
Preventing
wrong with
people
that
from getting
speech?
good health
Stupid
care. Well,
anarchist,
exactly
mom,
what I said
black
previously,
ass.
You think he meant
is
that in a kind
everybody
manner?
knows.
What's wrong with that speech? Kiss my ass.
Are we going to now say was it a mean manner or a kind
Governor,
manner? Or was it a statement?
Well, just
Simple.
ask
Don't
him.
allow them to waste your
You know,
breath.
you can say yes.
Son
or you
Lemon
can
is
say
stupid,
yes.
Anna
It
is
depends
crazy.
on the context of what you're saying. So I'm just wondering. It didn't sound like he was saying something nice, or he was treating John McCain nicely in that moment. It seems like he was being sarcastic and condescending to the reporter about.
Probably
He's
was.
a human. He got the right to be Castaz or whatever English. God damn it, you got me all pissed off now. The words can't even come out of my mouth. He got a right to make fun a little bit. What's wrong with you people in America? When Obama used to go up there with his hands in his pocket, his sleeves are rolled out, his shirt open up and making fun and people laughing in the back, nobody complained about it. Now it's Donald Trump people want to complain. Oh, Jesus, help me, please. Let me come back to America. I'm coming back to America for a visit, and I want to really speak my mind. And I've been saying it for months and months. You guys just need to shut up. Donald Trump just need to forget about you guys. Cut you guys off. Have his own station. Don't worry about the bullshit, because you guys, like Governor said, the governor said you guys brainwashing us, and I've been saying it for long. You guys putting words in people's mouth. You guys making people to think one thing, and it's not that thing, it's something else. You guys just need to go. Seriously, you need to go.
Maybe he was being a little sarcastic because of the fact is that he wanted to get his health bill through, and it didn't happen. So, we move on. We need to move on. We need to... All right.
Yes, be quiet, because
No,
I feel like you. I feel you.
Didn't
I
cut you
want
off
to
at all.
curse the
But
both
thank
of
you,
them.
Governor. We'll end it there. That's a good moment to end it. Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Anna.
I want to
appreciate it. We'll come
cuss
back
the
to
shit out of
President
you
comparing
guys.
Robert E. Lee to George Washington and Thomas Jefferson today. We'll discuss what he's getting wrong about the Confederate States next.